Now, another feature of Layout Builder is the ability to add in custom blocks. Now, this is the feature that I'm really excited about because essentially it turns Layout Builder into a proper page builder. So what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and override this layout, even though I said you really shouldn't do it. Just to demonstrate how to use custom blocks, you really need to override the layout. So what I'll do is I'll click on layouts here and I will add in another section and use the one column layout. And if I click on add block, and then I'll click on add custom block. And this uses the basic block type. So in Drupal 8, there is a module called custom block, which allows you to create all sorts of block types. And this one is using the basic block. Now this block type has just, I think, one field on it called body. But what it allows us to do is that it allows us to add content anywhere within the layout. So what I could do is just imagine I want to add a call to action, a paragraph that just mentions, oh, sign up here. So what I could do is add in a title, which won't get displayed to the user if we uncheck display title. And then I can just add in anything into the body field. And what I can also do is add in a heading. So heading 2, say heading 3. And then if we click on add block, you'll see that our CTA has been added, but we can't see a preview of that unless we check show content preview. And now we can see a preview of our actual block. And then if you want to edit that, just click on configure, and then you can either remove it or you can move it to another region, or you can simply just click and move. But let's just add it back into our one column region. And then if we go and configure it, we can edit it again. Now, one top tip, if you want to expand this window, you have to go all the way to the top and then find this little part and then click and drag, which isn't very intuitive, but it took me a while to figure out because I was like, okay, why can't I just drag it by clicking and dragging it? Oh, that doesn't work, until I realized that you have to go all the way to the top and then wait for this mouse cursor, and then you can expand it. And then if you scroll down, click on update, you can update your piece of content. And then if you click on save layout, you can see our new call to action block. And then if we go to other pages, well, they shouldn't be there because we haven't overridden the default layout. But if you want to add in arbitrary content to the default layout, well, you can do that. Just click on manage layout. And then if you were to click on add block and then click on create custom block, you can add it in exactly the same way. Now, even though everyone's praising Layout Builder as the next best thing for Drupal, there are a few things that I'm still not happy with, okay? The first thing is from a site building standpoint, you can't add in classes to any of the blocks or sections. And what I mean by that is, let's just imagine, okay, let's go back to our test article and click on layout. Now, what if I wanted to add a class to this section? Because for some reason, I wanted to style it a bit differently. Now, there's no easy way of doing that. Of course, perhaps in the future, somebody will create a module that makes that very easy. But at this point, right now, there's no easy way of doing that. It would be great if I could click on configure section and there would be a text field where I can just add in a class and be done with it. Now, I'm sure maybe a week from now or a couple months from now, there will be modules that extend Layout Builder and make it very powerful. But at this point, if you wanted to add a class into any of these layouts, you're going to have to write custom code, either override a template or implement a pre-process hook, which kind of sucks because you don't want to go through all of that just to add in one class. So that's my pet peeve for now. Now, if you were going to use Layout Builder purely as a site building tool, just to arrange fields into regions and then never override them on a per content basis, well then you should be using perhaps Display Suite because you're not really getting that much out of Layout Builder. The only real benefit is that yes, you get to see a nice preview of it, but once you finish site building, you won't really be touching this ever again.